April 2018 and it is turkey time. I'll get to the sights and sounds of Istanbul, but I want to begin on the Bosporus. For just 15 lira, you can take a boat trip and just enjoy the views of the mosques on the hills.
It's called as Dolmabahçe Palace. Literally, it means field and garden.
Other cool buildings and monuments include Hagia Sophia, Dolmabahçe Palace, Ortaköy Palace, and the Kuleli Military Academy.
Army system, it was Navy.
Ortaköy is also charming. This gives you an idea of the surrounds. And back among those stalls you will find locals selling kumpir, a wonderful boiled potato filled with whatever you want. I had mine with mushrooms, Viennas, cheese and yogurt. A heart attack wrapped in foil. These men are preparing balık ekmek, that is fried fish and lettuce inside a large bun. The hearty stuff is great, but just as good as the Turkish delight. I bought these babies at the Grand Bazaar. And if your tooth is as sweet as mine, you better have some kunefe. Or try this creamy vanilla pie with chicken inside. I kid you not, tavuk göğsü is a dessert. I have no idea how the average Turk manages to stay so trim and slim. One of our boat trips took us to the Prince's Islands, where we enjoyed a chariot horse ride. And the seagulls were lurking everywhere. This is what happens when tourists come along to feed them, you see. Our boat trips also took in the Marmara Sea and the Golden Horn. We decided we needed a more intimate boat ride and off we went. Lovely. It also happened to be tulip season in Istanbul. These beautiful flowers were everywhere and we were not complaining. Taking plenty of happy snaps along Taksim Square and also Emirgan Korusu. And someone decided to construct their own version of Swan Lake. Or is that Swan Flower Bed? Istanbul presents a photo opportunity at every turn, and the best are undoubtedly the panoramic views you can capture from the Peninsula Restaurant and the Galata Tower. Now doesn't that look lovely? We were loving it in Istanbul, and then we were off to Anatolia. Look at the snow on the mountains in the distance. Oh yes, it really was turkey time. Or duck time. Or wait, maybe they're geese. I can never quite tell the difference. I'm just glad they didn't turn around and chase me. Cappadocia's landscape is unique to say the very least. Tall, vertical rock structures, caves formed over centuries, even millennia, thanks to volcanic eruption, lava and erosion from the wind. Fairy chimneys at Pashabah, and somewhere there in the distance, well, that's where the Hittites used to live. Rock castles at Uchisar, the views at Esentepe, and the open-air museum at Göreme. But the crown jewel in the Cappadocia experience was this. magnificent hot air balloon experience.
Different level wind inside.
There must have been at least 50 of these balloons up in the sky at the same time. And what a delight to view that unique landscape from all those... Were we scared? No way! And just as these balloons were smoking in the sky, I should let you know that Turks love to smoke. So much so that in Italy they have a saying, smoke like a Turk. The Turks themselves talk about Turkish time, their way of saying they're going for a puff. We concluded our time in Cappadocia with this. A visit to a ceramic pottery. Yeah, okay, this guy clearly knows what he's doing. He obviously has years of experience. But what about Mrs. Stemmet? Not too shabby, I would say. She could of course learn a thing or two from me, but my schedule is quite tied up for the next few years. And then it was time to wrap up our holiday in Turkey. We loved our time in this Eurasian country. It was a true Turkish delight. Teşekkür ederim.